gate. We're going to get a delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. Now a give, this is McKinnon. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Flush to his right. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson out to his left. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. To throw is Jackson, forced out to his left. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Another run here with Dobbins. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
It's a loss of 2.
On 3rd down, Jackson being chased out left. It's so close, he gets it to the run. The ball's right there. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 7. Valdez-Scantling in motion right.
15. Yellow. Attack.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Yellow. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Valdez-Scantling in motion right.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Here's a diving catch right side. A big play there for KC. 41 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Now they'll bring Tony in motion left.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Kadarius Toney.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And the Baltimore first down.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson rolling to his right.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, Jackson.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
He scored on the ground and
one through the air. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Kansas City touchdown. He returns the kick 88 yards to the house. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 8.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Play action. Now Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Valdez-Scantling in motion right.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Valdez-Scantling.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 79 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Ravens 13. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, they can get away from pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Touchdown! Travis Kelsey with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now Jackson will look to throw it.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Jackson, he'll buy some time right.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Mahomes will try again on second down.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Valdez-Scantling in motion right.
Mahomes throwing on 4th.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
Coming up, a rematch of Super Bowl 54, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things. Five.
Yellow.
Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's Mahomes to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Now here's Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Mahomes now on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth the salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
In motion, the tight end, Kelce. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Butker's kick here is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Purdy Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Now we see the first throw of the ball game, and he's got it complete. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
Third down and 1.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Here's McLeod on the return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Purdy dancing to his left. And he's he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, it's Purdy.
Eluding the pressure right.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
70 range, 70 range.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Tershawn Wharton in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Final play of the half. Purdy.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defense.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
To the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this 3rd quarter.
I like your identification there, because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball, let's go down and score, put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Cook hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Pacheco.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes escaping the pressure right.
And he is going to be out of bounds here, short of the line to gain, so that will be a turnover on downs. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 21. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals.
They've got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
The pass complete on the crossing route. This is Tony with it.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
And this one too low.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let him go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
In motion right is Tony.
And again, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Kadarius Toney.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 8.
Chiefs 10, 49ers 2. Harrison Butker at a kickoff.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here comes third down and 7. Purdy now to throw. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Inside the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
49ers 2.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Fight on these. 15, 15. Attack!
More the motion man.
Yellow! Attack!
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Moore, the man in motion. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. 3-point game. They'll still just need to go for one here. And it's good, so that will get them back within one score. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. And right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Hey, 43, 15. Yellow. 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Down at the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here's Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
Touchdown 49ers!
Christian McCaffrey.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Purdy will throw for it.
And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On second down, here's Mahomes. That is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. Inside the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
And he stopped immediately there.
Pardon me, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Second down, goal to go.
Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
and the Niners have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we're running here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is up to 5.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes. Complete. Valdez-Scantling.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
They'll come up now on second down. Mahomes will throw. That one into the hands of Tony downfield. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Mahomes.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Mahomes.
And he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Here we go. 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Hey, 57 colors.
Now Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
This is 1st and 10. To throw is Purdy. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Mike
Edwards picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here's first down. Purdy to throw.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's first and 10. Here's Purdy.
And that is caught on the right sideline and out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here's third down at 5. Purdy to throw.
Looking deep for Jennings. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Oh, and this is nervous time now. They decided to go for it right there. Fortunately, still a little bit of time left for another shot, but this one almost certainly has to be in the end zone.
Looking deep for Jennings. And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Purdy with one final shot here.
And this is going to be caught on the final play, a touchdown. How about that? And a two-point conversion now will send us to overtime. No time on the clock. Are we going to overtime, or does it end right here? One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he is in. The play works, and we are headed to overtime. I think we just witnessed the ultimate head-scratching moment. All they needed was the extra point to win the game, and they don't get the 2-point try. Why did they go for the 2-point conversion?
It is a head-scratcher, but I go back to when we sat down with them in our meeting, and they just kept coming back to special teams has just been not very good in practice this week. I wonder if that ghost loomed over them and decided not to kick it there and go for 2, but still, I think your odds are a whole lot better just snapping and putting it down and kicking.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. You got to kick the extra point. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Here's Purdy on first and 10.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about 1.5 yards. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their plate. You have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
The handoff, McCaffrey running right. There's the stiff arm.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
What a gigantic interception here in the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, with where they're at on the field, I mean, they're already in field goal range to win this thing.
And the head coach is just talking to the special teams coordinator right now and saying, okay, where does he want the ball positioned? Because that's all you're going to do on offense. Move it to that spot. Make sure you take care of the football and probably 3rd down, kick the field goal, and try and win this game.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
What can Mahomes do now with his overtime drive? Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
From the gun, they will run McKinnon. And he'll be taken down near the 20 of the 21. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Mahomes to throw it.
Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Nice call on defense, rolling up the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the 4th quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.